Libon?
Libon is a completely revolutionary new visual voicemail service. And so what it is, you know, visual voicemail, the ability to go and grab all of your messages, listen to them in any order. But what Libon does is it goes a step further than that. When somebody leaves me a message, it can also go and transcribe it. I want somebody else to deal with it, not an issue. I just go and take it and forward it to somebody else. So it's a fantastic visual voicemail service, but I promised you it made people happy. Visual voicemail doesn't make people happy.
Makes people happy?
No, this is the bit that makes you happy. Let me go and explain to you. I don't talk to my wife the same way as I talk to my boss or my colleagues. And yet, whenever she used to call me, she'd get the same greeting as everybody else. No more. With Libon, what I can do is I can create greetings, and I can have as many different greetings as I want for as many different either people or groups of people. So here I've got one for my daughter, one for my parents, which I tell them I love you, I'm not filtering your calls, I will get back to you. One for my son that says, have you finished your homework? One for my brother, one for all of my colleagues at Orange, saying, dear colleague, I'll get back to you, etc., etc. From time to time, I don't have time to go and record a message. I can just type it in.
You type it in?
I can just type it in.
But it's not going to use your voice.
And it'll go and use, but I can select from, look, I've got a whole bunch of voices. I can choose from any one of these voices. I got loads of voices I can choose from. And then once I've selected the voice, I just type it in and can listen to it. When I type it in, I can do something fantastic, however. See here, it says hello first name. We call that a voice tag. What it does is it picks up things like the caller's first name, so that if you call, it says hi Nicholas, whereas if Ben calls, it gets hi Ben. I can go further than that. I can say Giles is in. You go and see it says in town. I can go and say just tell my callers where I am. Like that they'll understand. And I can either share the full address, go down the town, country, or whatever. Or let's say I'm a Facebook freak or a Twitter freak. I don't want to be updating my voicemail the whole time. I just replace it and tell it to go and read out my last voicemail status, or my last Facebook status. And whenever I update Facebook, it updates my greetings.
So you can't actually you can't generate the voice based on the user's voice, right? You have to choose pre-selected.
Right now you choose pre-selected voices, and in the not too distant future, you can imagine being able to go and use your own voice.
So are you using other social networks, or are you making your own?
No,
Can you hook into Google Plus and Facebook?
Well, okay. So when somebody calls me, let's go and take. Let me go and see here. I have. If I go and see somebody who I can, my son. It's just picked up his last Facebook status. Now, you don't know this, but my son is in troisième. Yeah. So the fact that it says second means that he's been accepted into next year's class. So that for me is very, very good news. Or if I was to go and look here at Andrew, who I know. So Andrew calls me in, and look, I'm about to answer him. And I go and see that he was out running a lousy 3.12 kilometers. I mean, what a lightweight. So when I go and call him back, I'll tease him about the fact he's really got to get his act together. And that's dragging that out of Facebook or Twitter or any other social network that we connect into.
Could you make what's called greetings based on people's circle, the circle they're in?
Well, of course you can.
Google Plus.
So we don't import directly from Google Plus, but it's exactly the same idea. In fact, we'd argue that Google Plus took a lot from what we were doing. Where, as I was saying, here I've got all of my contacts. They say I've got all my different groups here, and I can just go and say that these three people, I now want them to be part of that group. Oops, I've just created a new group name. So I go and take these three people and just go and put them into that group, and then that's done. And it's as simple as that. Now they will go and get the information I've chosen to share with them.
So, but in theory, if the APIs from Google and stuff work, would you want to be able to support so people choose the circle and thus do greetings to that?
We're looking at importing that kind of grouping information from all kinds of places. And yes, Google Plus is definitely one of them.
Does it work as nice on Android?
It works today. You can download everything I've shown you today. You can download on the Apple iTunes Store. And so it works on Apple iPhones. And in October, we will be releasing the Android version.
All right. And what what's going to happen in the future?
A lot. So just to give you an idea, we released this service a bit over a year ago in its first version. What I'm showing you now is the 8th release of the service, in which we've built in so many new features and improvements that users have asked for. And what you will see is over the next 2 months, by the time we announce the Android version, there will be some radical new services built into this.
Radical new services.
Radical.
And why are you here at the Orange booth?
Well, because all of this is defining the future of communications, and Orange is all about helping people communicate.
So they like it.
They like
investing
it.
or
they own it.
they own it.
We've built into a team. We are part of Orange.
And so you're French?
No.
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 Is the whole team based in France or?
The team is based in London, in Paris, in Bordeaux, Lille, a bit all over the place.
The app is worldwide. It's not only on Orange Web Network.
We launched it in the US. So the app is available to users. We launched it in the US. We then rolled it out in France, UK, and Spain, and it's available to users regardless of their network.
So it's carrier agnostic.
Completely.
And data only.
It's very, very data oriented. However, as you saw here, it's intercepting all of your real traditional calls and managing customized voicemail on the base of it. So it's really merging all of the traditional stuff and the IP world.